Cześć, to ja Andrzej. I bought the bike recently and by accident it's perfect track day bike. The main idea was to have at least one motorcycle which is road legal in my garage, but what happened, I ended up in Almeria circuit, and as you can see it already does not have any mirrors, plate, it has slicks on it. So why I think this is the perfect track day bike? Because it's uncomparable. The best thing on the track days is creating a community, and with this bike you have plenty of friends, because people, they are not afraid of you. You are not a racer, you don't care about the lap time so much, you don't compete with them, you just chill out with a beautiful bike, and then you're crazy fast. You can be crazy fast. Okay, I was not crazy fast, fast enough, let's say, and everyone are happy. They want to talk with you, they want to ask about your bike, they want to bring you beer, they want to hug you. It's beautiful. If I would have S1000 or R1 or any other sport bike, I would feel the pressure to hit the lap times, to spend more money on the parts, because it's gonna make me faster, but in the end it won't. But I would lose so much money. And with this, whatever I will do, it will be fine. You have 180 horsepower, so it's less than 200 plus motor superbike. So in the end you can tell, oh, I'm underpowered, so that's why you're faster than I am. It has 3 cylinders, so there's plenty of torque. It's linear power, so easy to manage. With our R version you have clip-ons already. The position is really good. It's not crazy aggressive. The bike, how it stands now, it did 146 flat in Almeria racetrack, where the best time today was 136, made by Milan Pavelec on Moto2 bike. So 10 seconds behind Moto2 bike, one of the fastest guys in Poland. Is not a bad time. As I said, the bike is completely stock. I played for 2 days with semi-active suspension. What I did, I ran on stock Super Corsa speed tires. I did 149.1 on them, and then I swapped for Dunlop KR 108. I think a little bit oversized in the back, but no problems with fitment. I hope that with single-sided swing arm it will be so easy to change the rear wheel. Unfortunately, every time you have to take the muffler out, and of course at the first time I forgot to balance the rear wheel, so I had to took off the muffler, put it again, take it off, put it again, and after a few operations like that, it seems it's quite easy, because you have to just undo this bolt, these 2 bolts here, and it goes out easily. The company is really smart. So inside of the rims you can find the spot where there is no farba in Polish, paint. Tires, they stick to the rims perfectly, they will not rotate. The key is the same like in Ducati, but you have to be aware that the hole in the rim is bigger, so to balance the wheel on like this manual machine, it can be quite tricky, because this hole is bigger and the tool goes through it. One tire I didn't balance it and it works still okay, but it's better to do it. I spent 3 days on the racetrack. I used 2 sets of front tires and 3 rear tires. It wasn't cheap. What I wanted to do, what was a little bit an issue, was the shifting. After 1 day it wasn't a big problem, but on day 2 and 3 I wanted to be able to switch gears in a better way, because in the left corners I couldn't hit up, so I had to go 2 gears up and then lean and hit the throttle. And my stupid idea, which is not so stupid, was to drill the hole here and move this screw over here. As I know, that's supposed to work without any problem, but for the next time I will just buy the rear sets from Lightech or Bonamici or something. I found something like that. What I did, I added up 3 millimeters in the preload in the back, but in the end I will use different spring, 105, this is 100, this is quite stiff spring as for a stock bike, but I will go for 105, I'm 85 kilograms. It worked well, with this preload, but you could feel that this is the limit of the work of this shock. It should be better with stiffer spring and less preload. Overall, I played for 2 days with semi-active suspension and I really liked it. It worked really well. To be honest, I made the best time on the second day, on second run with Dunlop tires. And this is cool. Every time you just need to press this and that, and then the track mode is engaged. I played for 2 days with semi-active suspension and it worked really well. There was plenty of grip, but the bike moved a lot. It's okay, it's a road bike, so it moved a lot, but it could get tricky at some point. I almost high-sided once because there was too much lean angle, too much throttle. That was a little bit scary. It doesn't look so scary on the onboard, but believe me, my pants were full. So with semi-active suspension, of course, traction control, map, sport, didn't see any big difference between sport and road, to be honest, on the racetrack. So I spent, I think, over 1 day on the road and then switched to sport. The power delivery is so smooth that it doesn't matter in the end. ABS, no problem with that. It worked perfectly, didn't have any issues with brakes. And also 3 days of riding, the brake pads were new. Okay, they are quite used now, but I think they would survive 1 more day without any problems. Traction control track, it worked well. It wasn't perfectly smooth because the bike moved quite a lot when the tire was used, so it allowed it to slide, but then it catched quite rapidly. The best thing is that you didn't feel any lack of power, so it didn't keep you at any point, so at least I didn't feel it, but it always can be smoother and smoother. Anyway, for a road bike it worked really great. Suspension, when you switch to track mode you have dynamic mode, and I used that for 2 days. Then you go to suspension and you can see that was the front firmness, rear firmness, brake support, acceleration support and cornering support. I went down with cornering support after this almost high side. Maybe it was a little bit too stiff in the middle of the corner, so that was the setup I ran and that worked really well. But today I switched to the fixed option, and to be honest I need more days to sort this out because the feeling was better. I really enjoyed the feeling of this option. One mechanic told me that if you even go to the bottom, it's not the valving is not completely closed as you would do it with the screw, but I'm not sure about it because with this compression and with this rebound, the front was really stiff. The rear was okay. Anyway, don't take this setup as a reference. It was okay, but I think it can be better. I need to change the rear spring. I need to sort this out as well. So this is how I run it, and it was okay, but it was a little bit stiff. The main thing is that with fixed option, I felt better on the bike. It was a precise point. It didn't move so much, and I think it's possible. The semi-active suspension is great. It grips as hell. It's really safe, to be precise, but it allows the bike to move. And I think at some points when you go really fast, there's like too violent changes of the accelerations, of brakes, etc, etc, etc. So I preferred the feeling of that. The bike was pointy, was really nice. I think when I will change the springs in the front and the spring in the back, I would just stay with the fixed option. And what's cool, you have 3 slots for that, so you can play around really easily between the setups. About next modifications, what I will do, I will remove the speed limiter. I tried this bike a few years ago on the Polish racetrack and we didn't hit such high speeds as here in Almeria. And today, like 2 days ago, I found out that the bike goes up to 260 kilometers an hour, which was 244 on GPS. I hit the top speed of that in the middle of the straight, and after that I was like cruising with cruise control, nothing happened, and that was quite annoying. I think I lost there at least few tenths of a second, maybe even a half of a second. So I will remove that, and with remapping I think I should gain another few horsepower and maybe even torque. The torque is quite impressive because I realized that with 125 Newton meters of torque you have more torque on the new BMW S1000RR, which is great for especially amateurs because you don't have to rev the bike, and even from the bottom and in the middle you have plenty of torque and you can go nicely from the corners. If you want to go faster, just rev it higher. And in the end, okay, I would like to have a little bit, maybe 1000 RPM more, because it feels in the end like an inline 4 engine. There's a power, and at the beginning I was hitting rev limiter plenty of time, so it would be better to have like a little bit more, but maybe it will be possible on the dyno and the engine will explode and I will buy another bike, or maybe not. We'll see. I will talk with the Triumph guys because I will do new Triumph Speed Triple RS in Portimao in 3 weeks. So then I will talk with them, is it possible to add some revs, and will it make it better or worse. What I will do next, I will change the footrest, like whole rear sets, to have one thing, more grip, to make them a little bit higher, because I was grinding my shoes, not the pegs but my shoes. I want to have reverse shifting for track use, and I will think about the seat, which could be taller. That would give me a better position in the lean angle. It would make the bike more comfortable in the lean angle, because when you're on the race bike you sit up high, and when you lean it's easier to hit the markers better. You know what I mean. Clip-ons, I will leave it like this. I don't need to be lower in the front, maybe someday, but for now I don't see any point of that. I will change the front sprocket, one tooth less, and I will add up one tooth in the back. So I will keep the distance original, so I'll keep the stock geometry, which I really like because the bike is so pointy, so nice to ride. It's really beautiful. My friend, oh no, my carbon fiber. Oof. It would be great to change the exhaust system. Here's like a central muffler, which is for sure quite heavy, and I don't care about the sound because the sound is good. I like to keep the bikes quiet. I don't like to have any concerns about reaching the noise limit on the racetracks, but I think this is like a few kilos which I could lose from the bike, as now the bike is 199 stock with fuel, I think. But maybe when I remove what's unnecessary, I will put the bike on the scale and see how it's going to work. And it would be nice to have a muffler which would not be like with the collision on the wheel when you want to take it out. I saw the Spark exhaust system which puts the pipes here, but I think it's a straight pipe which does not look really nice here. We'll see. ST Project has a really cool one, but it keeps the stock catalytic converter. We'll see. I want to change that just because of the weight. And what next? I will put new brake pads, Z04 from Brembo. They're extremely expensive but extremely good. The screen could be higher for the better slipstream, but I don't care. It looks so nice that way, so I think I will keep it like that. I will for sure leave the headlamp, just to tell people, oh, I'm on the street bike, so I don't need to be so fast, and that's it. We'll see if I will publish this video. So if you would like me to make more content, because usually I have my own motorcycle magazine in Poland and my Polish channel, which is like my main job, but if you would like me to make more footage, I have plenty of tests scheduled. Just leave the comments, click the subscribe button, this is how you call it, and do whatever it has to be done on YouTube to make people watch my stuff, so then it will make some sense. So share this video, that's the main reason. I would like to have carbon wheels, but it doesn't make any sense. I love this bike, it's